Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Corey Wren. I'm a vegan feminist, a vegan sociologist, and a vegan witch. And this is your full moon check-in for the strawberry moon. Ta-da! Now, one of the things I've been working on with this channel is we recognize that solar seasons and lunar seasons tend to be tied to human agricultural practices. Usually this does not bode well for non-human animals. In the case of the strawberry moon, however, so this would have marked a time to get ready to do the harvesting of certain summer fruits in North America. Now, the issue here is if you are not living in North America and you're not Native American, it may be a bit culturally problematic if we're starting to basically do the colonial technique of picking and choosing what we like from Native Indigenous cultures. At the same time, not as a society anyway, not protecting them and offering them full rights. So we know that's definitely still the case in North America. So how can we then find our own, if you're not Indigenous, how might we find our own histories and cultures aligned in these lunar cycles and histories? Well, unfortunately here in the British Isles, one of the alternatives to the strawberry moon is the honeymoon. And that is definitely not going to be working with us as vegan witches, because I'm hoping to reclaim a history before we started systematically exploiting non-human animals. Because we have this false idea, the patriarchy feeds us this false idea that we have always exploited and dominated non-human animals, and that is somehow natural. Well, just because it's gone on for a long time doesn't mean it's been the only way we've related with other animals, and it certainly doesn't have to be the only way going forward. But I think it's interesting. One of the reasons witchcraft appeals to people, I believe, is because it gives us that sense of legacy, history, connection to ancestors, connection to something more primal. And so that way, I think it is a little bit fun then to maybe explore and fantasize, imagine what maybe we would have experienced with fellow animals and with nature before these horrible institutions of domestication, patriarchy, racism, colonialism came to be. So for vegan witches then, how might we reimagine the June moon? Well, summer fruits are a part of that, but how can we work with that strawberry moon in a conscientious way? So maybe working in some social justice efforts for Indigenous peoples, not just appropriating things that we think are fun and fantastical, but also recognizing this is rooted in a whole culture or cultures and people who are still struggling for basic rights and survival today. How might we look even further back from honeymoon? What are some things from the June season that we see as indicative of time moving in really around the summer solstice region? So I don't have answers for that. It's something that I'm thinking about. Maybe you have answers and you want to offer them down here. But one thing that we can be thinking about is the June season is definitely a time for heightened solar power. This is also a time when we see a lot of activism happening, so maybe we can see this as a protest moon. It's Pride Month here in the United Kingdom, for instance. Yeah, let me know what you think. But the idea here is that I haven't talked about this too much in previous videos, but you might look at the strawberry moon and think, great, this is one of the moons where we're not about killing animals. But we have to be careful there because just because it's vegan doesn't mean it's cruelty-free, as Dr. Breeze Harper always says. We also need to be looking at how this might negatively impact racial minority groups or otherwise oppressed groups. So the strawberry moon is definitely coming from Native American Indigenous cultures. Can we work with that in order to make it more aligned with a vegan ethic? Or should we maybe think of, if you're not an Indigenous person, a new way of framing this moon? I'll be thinking about it, so let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe, hit like, engage with the video so that YouTube knows what to do with it. Each full moon I do a check-in, and usually I'll invite some creativity this way because that's what vegan witchcraft really is all about. It's creativity. It's creating a new way of looking at the world. It's creating a new type of spiritual relationship with fellow animals and nature. One that is imagining a world beyond patriarchy, a world beyond human supremacy. And if you want to dive deeper, I run a Patreon channel. There's a link below. And in that channel, I do more spell work and rituals and stuff around the full moon, every full moon. So I'd love to have you part of that community. It's small but growing. I just got here and I'm already amazed that people are on the same wavelength. So let's do some work together. Thanks. Keep it witchy.